Hey guys, how you doing? Alright, let's dive into this. I'm on. You gotta stay ahead of this guy. I should win this pawn here. Oh, let's see. Do I want to attack the bishop? Yeah, let's just get rid of this bishop. Keep this pawn fortified. Maybe I can actually push here. Oh no, come on, please don't lag on me, come on. Good game. Okay, we'll go into puzzles now. I think back here though, guys, I think I could have actually held better. I think right here I made a slight inaccuracy move. I'll show you. When he played there, I should have probably just played here. That would have actually held the position, and I totally would have been crushing, because I would have still had my rook. That would have held the position. I still am winning, but right here, right there's the winning move. I slightly made an inaccurate move. It's okay though. But this right here is the basically winning KO. The best he's going to be able to do is to come down, then I push up, and if he checks and I come up, he'll just come back. Or potentially he'll try to come here, and then I'll push, and then he'll have to come back. And then I push, yeah. Then I push. I queen. Rook takes. Pawn takes. Check. And then now I believe this is a walk in the park. Let me see. So here. Yeah, then he comes there. And then I bring my king in. Then he comes up. And I come there. He casts to go back down. And then you come here, and then if he I think if it comes up here, oh, you just take, okay. And then you pass, okay. Gotcha. Alright, let's take a look at this now. Hey, how you guys doing? I also, yeah, really good. Yeah, that was an interesting game for sure. Let's see here. Okay, if I play here, come there, and then I don't have really anything. If I block, no, that blocks the queen. So if I come here, the queen actually gets out. That's not good. I believe potentially queen d7 with a threat. Yeah, but see, queen d7, and you have a threat of, no, that doesn't work. I was hoping for like a some sort of discovery, but I'm not sure if there was a discovery. I was hoping here and then there, but then well, I guess that does work, doesn't it? Because then I could just take there. Yeah, Queen D7 looks really good. Oh, what if he moves to King to F8? Hey, how you doing? Hi, Fox. Well, we do have, if he does move here, we do have that queen to D B5, and then when queen takes, knight takes, and we should be winning or something. Yeah. I was thinking something if he moves here, then we potentially have here, there, and oops, that there. Sorry, here, there, and there. Oh, I'm sorry. What was I thinking? I was thinking my knight. I moved my bishop, my queen wrong. That's funny. Wrong arrow for wrong piece. And then I guess I can take the queen, and then knight takes. There we go. Got it all. Got all the arrows correctly positioned. So that looks very, very interesting. It's too bad we couldn't do it right away, but we can't because of the knight. I'm truly believing that it's something like that because I'm thinking it's queen d7 because that just attacks the knight. So we still have an attack on the knight, even if the king moves. We still have a idea of attacking the knight. So I'm trying to see, do we have any discoveries though? '92 KF. The only problem is he takes here. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea because it's always good to activate your pieces, but that would actually fall at that point. Okay, queen a2. Potentially he can move there. Takes. King moves up. Guess maybe he can take the other pawn, and then if we try to check, he just brings his queen back and blocks. But remember that after here takes up, he can actually take, and then if we check, the queen from here actually intercepts. So he can actually come back just in time, to stop our attack. And even if we, even after, let's say we play here, here, there, check, intercepts, knight check. We come here, he still is protected by his knight. So there's no real, way to actually stop that. He would have these two connectors and basically win the game. Because these are two connected outside passers, and this knight would jump around all over. I believe it's queen d7 because that allows for a potential infiltration point. Like if we, like what we talked about, 80 once, me and 80 were talking that you can actually go, if he goes king f1, we can actually play queen to b5. Then when queen takes, knight takes, you can always reroute there and start attacking that pawn. Yeah, that's what I was. This move makes the most sense out of all of it because I was just looking, trying to figure out what would be the most forcing line, and in this sequence, from elimination of what Jeremy Silma would say, don't calculate, just look at the board in general. This knight is not protected, so in theory, it's hanging because there's nothing protecting it. So how can we take advantage of an unprotected knight, still guard our b7 pawn and our knight? We play queen to d7, and you do have a check here, you have a check there. If he, let's say, he does something else, you win. If you play here, and let's say he plays like pawn here, you can actually check, then when the king moves, you come up and snap that off. They're saying this is the wrong position. We are... Oh! Oh, wow. Yikes. How did that happen? Wow, that was weird. That was really weird, because that was on the right, no, that was on the right thing. How in the world? What in the world? Huh? They must have fixed that, because trust me, I did not see that the knight to c4 was. Wow. Must be a very recent puzzle, because yikes, wowzers. That's truly an interesting thing, for sure. For sure, for sure. I don't know. In my opinion, I kind of like this check. I like your idea. I like this check, and then if he moves there, we have mate. So if we check here, we get somewhat of a close to an Anastasia's mate. So potentially, maybe if he like comes up here, maybe we can do something. Maybe. Because then I'm thinking after he moves, we might actually have Queen G4, and there's really no stopping. We got him at this point. I guess he could come down, couldn't he? Well, if he does that, then we just slide over his mate. So potentially here, there's mate. So here, queen, check, up, and he doesn't really have anything after that. We got him. Let's see here, king d1 after he moves. Interesting. And we check, he comes up. We check, he comes up. I know it has to be knight. It has to be the knight move because that's the most forcing line, and it threatens the Anastasia's type of mate. Yeah, I agree with that. That's the most forcing line for the knight. And then now we play there, and there's no real way of stopping the checkmate. Because that's an unstoppable checkmate. Because I think if we take, he comes up. I really don't see any more checks that he can do after that. Because if we played here and he takes, then we go up, no more checks, we come over. We come here, I'm sorry. He can actually almost wiggle himself out of the bind. If we come here, I believe potentially. Well, I guess not, because then our king would be up there, wouldn't it? Interesting. Huh. Puzzling. Reason I like that best is it guards here, so there's no escape at that point. The idea would work, but it's just so much longer. But it still would work. I like it. It's like if you truly want to, be a brutal force, crunch, crunch. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I like that. What do you guys think? I believe that's right. Want to go with it? Okay. Wait. Okay. See here. there, up, takes. It comes up, check. Trying to see, that does put a kink in our plan. Let's see here. I think he does have mate. Well, yeah, he's got mate. So let me see. Let's see if what I potentially. Let's see here. Let's see here, here. Yeah, this, I don't think that works. You're right. Let's see here. There. Takes. Yeah. I still like that. I believe that's the most forcing line. I know it's kind of it, and we can also intercept b5. Yeah, I think it is. I believe that's the move, because that's what he set up for the whole time. We can find our way. We can find our way out of that, mate. We just have to move our king around stealthily, and we can intercept, and we'd win. We'd have a whole night, and we'd be fine. we'd end up being able to eventually overpower the queen. That's the most useful attack. Huh. I believe if we did that. Oh. Yeah, that's. I think you're right on that. I know, but I believe that 80 is right now that we look at it. There's a forking thread of a mate. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's no way to stop. Yeah, that's a devastating mate. Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, good find there. Yeah, yeah, nice. Yeah, that's it. That's the takedown. Nice one. Nice. Oh, you want to look at the line? Gotcha. Oops, sorry about that. Hold on. 17. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, let's take a looky. Okay, hold on. Yes. Then he takes. King comes up. Knight take. You were right about that. It's a draw. Then you take. You take. You come here. Okay, then that falls. Okay. Basically, he just everything collapses, and he has massive pawns. Okay, so that's why that loses. Okay, okay. Let's take a look. Oh, your move was Let's go. Let's go over the D move. I believe that's also the. I think the same situation happens if I'm not mistaken here. We take, and I believe he just takes there. We come down, and I think he just grabs another. Oh, so on that one. Okay, so let's see here. What's he do? Okay, checks. King up. So basically, it's a check. He eventually gets us in the something like that. It's just he gets us in a corner and then he just keeps checking us. Good find there. Wow, totally overlooked that one. That was nice. Oh, take a look at that. Oh, Hu Feng game? Okay. One sec. We're gonna go over this game real quick, and then we'll get back to tactics really quick. Yeah, I agree on that. You're right on the fork here. Yeah, but we have to always keep in mind that that actually could be taken. So, but we just got that's a good eye though on checking that out. But we'll do this. I think it's not. Oops, sorry. Turn off the computer thing. Okay, that's not too much. Okay, so Hu Feng is black. She's let's flip the board around. Okay. Uh-oh. Boom, there you go. Okay, back up. Okay, so far, so she did the Queen's Indian, but with the two fianchetto bishops. You gotta love that. That's slicing and dice. It's more of a modern. It's more of a modern opening because more of a classical opening, guys, would be um, central control. More modern is actually taking the center with pieces, having a better central control with pawns instead of pieces. Pawns is more classical. Pieces are basically more of a modern idea. Okay. Okay, and she doesn't have any. I mean, Hu Feng doesn't have any um, weaknesses at this moment, so we don't have to worry about that. It's like there's a spot for the knight to jump in at this moment. So now this locks down that idea because of there. Okay, so and now there's an expansion. There's enough. Now you see the power of having a dark square bishop. The dark square bishop covers all the king's weak spots. That's why in some openings you want to trade off this bishop, even if it's for your good dark square bishop, because and maybe he has a good one as well. You want to trade it off so that all these holes are weak for your knights. Cool. Nice. That'll be cool, something to pass down for the generations to come to be able to, you know, see a signature of the original player. That's cool. Okay, let's see here. Knight. So it takes, and now that's a weak spot, so the knight's gonna have to jump in. Yeah, this knight is really, really sensitive in my opinion. Oh, nice. Sweet, this is a good game. I think what Hu Feng was afraid of was exchanging pieces down, but we have to remember that we have a lot of activities. Yes, he's got a queen, but that really doesn't mean anything in this position. Let's see. So F. Yeah, you don't want to. That's very important. You have to. Also, it stops castling. It also stops castling, so that's a really good. I was just looking potentially at maybe something like e4. That's a really interesting idea. Then if he plays there, then you have maybe a knight coming in. I guess at that point you'd have to take, wouldn't you? But still, this is a really that's just very curious for me, something like that. And then you can actually take. Oh, gotcha. Oh, I see what you're saying. I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. It's a closed game, so the queen, if black can seal up all these like loopholes or weak spots, he'll be black will be able to win this game. Oops, get out of there. What are you doing? I believe you can actually check here. If it comes up, then potentially there, and you might have enough counter play with. Something like that. And it's a draw. It's like a draw or something. Maybe I missed something. Huh. Okay. I was just checking to see. That's interesting, isn't it? It's like nice. If she pushes, or if they push, then say retreats back. You take. Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot. First you play there. thinking potentially you might have. Okay, so that's why takes is correct, because it has to come there, and oh, okay, then you take there, and then if queen takes, you actually check, and if he comes there, oh, you get these guys going. That's sneaky. And then you can actually check there, and wow. Very, very interesting of a position for sure, guys. Very, very interesting. Alright. Let's do this thing, okay. Okay. Good. Gotta have courage. Wow. That's gotta be a lot of courage. Lots and lots of courage there. True. Let's see, where did I leave off? Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, good, good. Just wanted to make sure. Well, remember, it's all about. Remember this. It's all about checkmate. So you have to. We have to keep in mind that that's the whole goal. If this knight has to sacrifice itself for an idle sniper, it has to do that. You got to do what you got to do. You got to go past what your wants are and do what the board actually calls for. That's what Jeremy Silman is teaching me. To reassess your chess and the imbalance, how imbalances work. We have enough attackers around the enemy king that, see, White's two most powerful, one of most powerful bishop and queen and rook. Not bishop, sorry, rook and queen are all on the queen side. These two. So if we can get rid of a bishop, he only has one defender defending his king, and at that point we can basically jump all over the board and crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, he blundered, but that was a bad blunder move. Yeah, this is the losing. That was the losing move right there. The rook takes. Yeah, because that led to just like destructive. Because if he takes here, yeah, I believe you can actually win. And then now you're threatening me, and your opponent has to take, and now you're just crunching, crunch, crunch. It's like Pac-Man time. Yeah, takes. Yeah, you don't want to take. You can't really take there, so. Mate and 10. Boom. It's kind of a hard, because if you do here, if you think something like that, it still works out to a mate and 2. Boom. So mate and 9. But now you get to see why you play your rook up now, guys. It blocks this this takes and also this check, and there's really no way to handle. He's gonna have to give up his. He'll have to give up his queen. When he queens, he'll have to give up, and then you take it, and you're up 2 pieces. Yeah. And think about this. You're just so devastating of an attack. You gotta love it. And there's no way to stop our friend Checkmate. Good game there. That was fun. That was a fun game. That was a really good game. Really good one. Gotta love that. Let's see here. Well, I guess you're right. If we play there, he takes. We take. Takes. Takes. And then takes. Queen takes potentially might be the right idea, but I doubt. I don't know. Queen takes e4. Well, if he throws that in, we just take there. I believe that's the move. Now that I really don't see anything better. Yeah, that'd be there, right? This is a family fork. Not family, it forks everything. Trying to see if we throw something like that in the mix. Let's see here. Lenny's got a check there. Yeah, I don't see anything else but that. And then we take the queen, and then if sorry, we take the queen, and if knight takes, we just retake back with our queen. Oh, you're kidding me. Really? You're joke? Oh. Why does... I gotta ask. Hold on. That's my fault there. What? That is my fault there. Let me see here. What am I missing here? Okay, I gotcha. I don't think... So, let me see here. And then you take there, okay. Okay. So close. We'll get it. Yeah, that's not fun. Oh, a Scotch game. You gotta love the Scotch game. There's a lot of tactics that arise out of the Scotch game. I'm thinking that it might be that and that. But he can actually retreat out, can he? So potentially here. Interesting. I don't think we can actually, hey guys, we can't do that. We then can't play here because the bishop would be pinned. See, if we played here, the bishop's pinned. And then it takes, and then you play there, and there's no retreat square. I believe it's bishop b2, queen takes pawn is forced, and then bishop c4 is final KO. Because I don't see really, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered, yeah. Right here. Boom. We'll get those points back. You gotta love it. You gotta love it when that happens. You gotta love when like what we say. I love it when a plan comes together. Huh. That's good. I know it'd be cool to serve under Colonel Hannibal Smith, wouldn't it? That'd be cool. But remember, so here, let's see here. He's not going to go up there because we can then just retreat back and snap that off. Let's see, takes. I'll probably move there. Let's see, takes. Potentially, maybe he'll castle. No, yeah, castle. He might castle king side or queen side. Sorry. Ugh, do that right. Come on. Dum 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 dum. Potentially, we could just take pawn takes pawn. Well, this queen protects the rook, so if we played here and he moved his king in, if we took here, he's got a checkmate with his bishop. That's the only reason economy is that he's got mate. So we have to figure out a way to kind of stop the mating idea. And I was thinking something like maybe potentially yeah, but see he'll come up and then we don't have any more checks. He can go to d2 and all the king d2 and all the checks will be gone and our queen's under attack and we don't have any more checks. If we did that, then he mates on g2. Bishop takes g7. I mean, sorry, bishop takes g7 is mate. Oh, you're right. Oh, what am I thinking? That's right. Oh, yeah. My brain was. That's right. You're right on that. What was I thinking there? Oh, yeah, that's right. It guards that. Ouch. Yeah. Some reason I was thinking of some sort of other line like this, that, that. I was like, so simple. There it was. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job. Let's see here. That was a good one for sure. Okay, let's see here. So this bishop pins the pawn. It's coming back attacking the queen. Potentially, maybe we can even fork the... Not fork, we can even take the bishop takes and then maybe slide over. Because what he's going to try to do is get back here to guard this weak point. So if we play rook takes rook, I mean rook takes bishop, pawn takes bishop, then we have queen h5 and there's no way of stopping it. Yeah, he can actually stop it with, if we go here, he could stop it there guarding. Yeah. And let's see, where do we move for? We don't want to move here because of the queen coming there. So potentially I'd say king h8 is best. That stops any infiltration points. And at this point we can even potentially play here. We could even, if he tries taking with the rook. Let's see, if we play here, he takes with the rook. We can check, takes, and then we drop our knight in. No, the knight doesn't work because the rook could take. Snikes. We potentially do have queen there, but not sure if I like that. King h8 makes more sense, even if he does take here. We're still safe. King f8. I guess then if I was just concerned about that after king f8. I was concerned about queen to. Well, I guess we could just push, couldn't we? Huh? Yeah. Guess that does lead to mate, doesn't it? Well, maybe we have that. Yeah, I believe the best is that because we don't want to expose our king if we don't have to. One sec, I'll be right back. Let's see. Yeah, I believe that this. I believe King H8. Are we going? Are we going King H8, guys? That's 100% what I'm thinking. Well, let's see. Is there? I'm trying to see though if there's anything, because he could just play there, can he? Well, then we actually play over. Well, yeah. Okay. And just take that one off the board. I clicked that one right there. Nice find there, guys. Great job. Great job. Let's see here. I'm surprised he didn't play there, though. That would have been actually a slightly better of a move for white, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Let's see here. Potentially he's going to have to move his knight, or maybe sack itself for the... Because if we take here and then he takes there, we could just push, and that actually draws the king in, doesn't it? Then we have that. So after it takes, he does have there, so let's see, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? What am I missing here? Let me see. I'm missing something here. Think of it something like that. Knight takes the and then if he takes here, we got a check. Because he gave away these 2 points when he pushed. Boy, stay focused. So what are we thinking? Knight takes here, but knight takes. I didn't really see anything after that. Yeah, then you're right. He can actually just after here, there, and he just moves. She just moves there, and we don't have anything. You're right on that. Huh. Is it? It might be something like that, and then in there, and then bishop takes, pawn takes, and it opens up, rook takes, I mean, sorry. Because I believe we can actually come in, infiltrate in there. I don't know if we have any future with that. I believe it's potentially there, and there. It also clogs up this weak point too. This bot here unleashes our rook, allows for an infiltration point. Let's see here. Maybe it is that. Let's see. You might be right, Super. That might actually be the. That actually might be the move. Because why put a board? Yeah. Yeah. You actually might be right. Because when there's a passed pawn like that, you always want to get a knight to blockade it. Just sometimes you have to just think principles in these ideas. It's just principles. Because then, if we can get it, now that I look at it, if we can get a knight here, these 2 points are weak, so we can actually put our 2 rooks there. Here and there, and then you have 2. You could stick a rook right there and start munching. Like here, there, and then you just, then you can slowly just gobble. And potentially after here and here, you even have that. If he takes there, you can, sorry, what am I doing? Like here, if he tries to bring a rook over, we just come in there, and if he exchanges, we exchange, and we got a knight here and potential rook to b4. We can't. It would be lovely to try that, but we really can't because of this knight. So if we tried here, we can't play there because of the knight. Yeah, that's. Yeah, we have light squares. We'd have something like this. And then if queen takes, so queen actually can't take, so you'd have to play something like this. Then we just take and knight takes, queen takes, and I believe that we do have enough because we can win a pawn there, and it's gonna be interesting for sure. I'll do one more, then I got a log. One more. Potentially we have bishop there. Or maybe knight takes pawn, king takes. No, the bishop covers that. Snikes. Because if he takes here, oops. If he takes, we just play queen takes. And, well, maybe not. Maybe if we play rook takes, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes, check. Maybe. We have to be careful of that now that we look at it. What about takes here, though? And we gotta remember this. Watch, if we play here, right? Let's say he takes here. Oh. Maybe you're right. Let me see. I think you might be. Let me see. Here, there, 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 there. And then we don't have anything after that. We got nothing. And queen would take at that point. See if we put here. And then we took. King was over. If we move there, the bishop takes the queen. So I was thinking something maybe like knight takes pawn. It's a good move, but they said once if you can get a bishop here, you could really defend your king pretty well if you ever had a bishop there. That's why when they try to attack a castle king that has a bishop on like g2, g7, b2, or b7, you want to get rid of the bishop that's right in front of the king because it's like super duper like a fortification. So. It's like the King's Royal Guard. I'm either thinking something like there, and then king takes and takes, but then we have bishop. We have that bishop idea again, and it's like Really, what did we really accomplish at that point? Zilch. So this idea doesn't work. No, I mean that idea doesn't work. What I'm saying. Think of something like that, cause then we have there, potentially there. We have to remember he's got that. You can't play there because of our rook guards it, so we're good in that category. Well, maybe we just play rook takes rook, queen takes. So let's just ask ourselves, what did the knight leave behind when it moved? It left this whole file open. It also left these points unprotected. When this knight was there, it left all that, and it also left this open file. So how can we take advantage of it? We have to use the drawback or Aikido principle of drawback. What's the drawback to that move? So potentially if we play there and he takes, we actually could do a discovery on the queen and rook. So that's an idea with the king. Potentially we might have to take right at this moment. Then if queen takes, this knight would be hanging, so that move does potentially work at that point. Even though she comes down and checks, we have here. So, and then let's say he takes, our opponent takes the knight. We have a big of an attack. So I'm trying to figure out what the drawback to that is. Huh, interesting. All we could do is play this. Knight takes right away. And, well, I guess you're right. You would have to do that, wouldn't you? Yeah, I see what you're saying, because that does take care of, yeah. See? Right there. And then right there. But I don't think we have enough at that point. I think there's something to do with a discovery there. But I believe you're right. I believe we do have to take at first. Because we got to keep everything in sync. See if we do here, here bishop takes, knight takes at that point actually works. Because when knight takes, then you can play bishop to g4, and it skewers the rook right onto the queen. And I think we win material back. Win a lot of material. Yeah, I like... And now that's forced. We can't play here because he can just take. That's a forced move at this moment. Because then if king takes, we actually, I believe, do we have bishop there? Let's do one more and then we'll log. Actually, we'll look at that line real quick. Because he's threatening to check, so... Drat. It's okay. Okay, let's get this one. Let's see here. Okay, so knight moves there. That's hanging now. Let's see here. This speed attack there, and so he moved from here, undiscovered attack on our bishop. Remember, he's got that. So if we play here, he'll take there. Wait a second. Remember that if we take here, he's going to take there. Yeah, just always we just always got to keep that in the forefront of our mind. Let's see, takes there. That is interesting. What if we played? What if we did this? Played rook takes knight, h takes, and then bishop takes. What do you think? Rook takes d4. Rook takes d4. Pawn takes d4. Bishop takes d4. If rook takes d4, queen takes bishop, and I believe we have two pieces for a rook and a queen. Am I mistaken? Let me see. So here, there, 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 there. No, we actually have two bishops. We have, this is what we would have right here. And this would be gone, that would be gone, that would be gone. So he would have this. We'd have this. What if he checks after? Yeah, I'm like, what check? Where am I? I'm missing something here. What check? There's a rook here. Oh, queen b1. If he goes queen b1, we actually win the queen because our rook's there. Yeah, this rook's still there. We haven't moved this rook. We just took with that. Not to worry. Hey, you know what? No worries. That's why we work through these. Let's see. I'm probably gonna say rook takes knight. That's the move that is yeah. And then let's see here. Let's see. Okay, if we take there, he takes here, and then we don't have anything, so that's forced. Then if he takes there, we take here. Yeah. Boy. Let's just go for it. Yeah, alright. Okay, we'll stop there. Oh man. Whew, that was intense. Well guys, thank you so much for coming on and helping out. We're getting there. One step at a time. One step at a time. So remember guys, keep studying, keep getting better. We're doing it. You know what? Slow and steady wins the race. You know what I mean? That's the thing, the tortoise and the hare principle. When the hare was playing around and doing all the stuff, sleeping, eating, and doing all that, we were working. So that when you sit down and you're across an over the board game and you look, you remember from Chess Cruncher TV, and when you find that move, it'll keep repeating in your head. I love it when a plan comes together, and you'll be like, I love it when a plan comes together. Well, guys, you remember, it's all about going back and learning. Like, you know what? There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong, question. I always believe there's a question that just isn't asked. So just keep that in mind if you guys ever feel you guys want to propose something, don't worry about it. Propose it, we'll go over it, and we'll get better. Okay, and the hardest thing to do is to keep pushing forward, and that's an important thing to do. And remember, Aikido in chess is drawback. Just remember that every move has a plan. That's what Colonel Hannibal Smith knew. He knew that principle. And it's hard to kind of step back for a second and look at the board without putting yourself on it. Look what the board tells us, and that's the whole thing about the principle that we're studying Aikido. Okay, well guys, like what Wesley So would say, serve the Lord Jesus, and as I would say, guys, God bless, and I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. I'll be back tomorrow, okay? So, and we'll keep pushing forward. Be blessed, guys. Bye-bye.